I may be the only sober guy that's come up here so far. So the Epstein files were released today, and interestingly enough, Captain Kilt is not here. So I don't know what's up with that, but anyway, we're Italian. We talk with our hands a lot. Me and Pixie, we're always going a mile a minute. I had a shoulder replacement surgery a couple of years ago, and I was in one of those wraparound slings. I developed a speech impediment. I couldn't talk with one of my hands tied down. I was in Publix the other day, and I was talking to my wife, and this guy hears me, and he comes running over, and he goes, "Hey, do the New York Italian accent. I want to talk to you. Let's go get coffee." I said, "Listen, fucker, do I come up to you and say, 'Hello, I'd like a quarter fly lice'?" As an Italian, we try and make use, literally, of everything. Especially those rubber bands that come on the broccoli rabe. I don't know if you know this, but for an Italian, that's basically a money clip. It holds your money together and it prevents the pickpockets from actually getting it out of your pocket. Italian women, I've been around Italian women 7 generations of my family, so there's been a lot of them. And the most interesting thing is they talk incessantly. It's as if they never take a breath. I come to the conclusion they can breathe through their ears. That leads me to my second conclusion, that it blows out of the water that whole excuse of, "I'm not doing that because I can't breathe." Some of you will get that on the way home. I tried something called Force Factor Hair Growth Accelerator. I don't have any hair on my head, but my back looks like a fucking Brazilian rainforest. I used to drink quite a bit. I used to get drunk, be very wobbly. I'm at the age now where I don't have to drink anymore. I just stand up real fast and I'm ready to fall down. Drinking hits different when you get older. Now I get a 3-day hangover from an avocado smoothie. You're old when your balls get longer than a CVS receipt. Thank you. Thank you! You want to hear it again? So they're very long. The first time I sat on the toilet and I splashed down, I said, "This isn't going to work." So I shaved my balls so the hair wouldn't absorb any of the excess water. Right, Marla?
Exactly.
And then, hold on.
Oh, no, don't demonstrate.
What's he gonna do?
I lost the mic for a second. Now I lost my place too. So I decide I'm going to go to the workshop and I'm going to design something that's going to keep my balls dry. I land on 2 mini bagels. However, the first time I used them, they absorbed water and they broke up. So on the second pair, I polyurethane them, and to keep them nice and secure, I put a little smear of cream cheese on them. They held up really nice. Menopause was a very interesting time for us. I like to call it the thermostat wars. My wife, who had been freezing the first 20 years of our marriage, now was burning up all the time, running around the house sweating bullets. She made it so cold in the house, lowered that thermostat so much. One night we had intermittent flurries in the bedroom. I asked her what the hot flashes were like, and she said to me, I feel like I'm burning from the inside out. I said, "Oh, I get it. It's sort of like when I have a very spicy Italian meal." I woke up a half hour later and she was standing over me with a frying pan. We're in bed one night and I hear, bzzz, a little louder, a little faster, bzzz. I roll over all excited. She just had the little fan from the nightstand trying to cool off. I had something completely different in mind. I'll leave you with this. Menopause is basically Mother Nature's way of telling an Italian woman that she's going to be dealing with facial hair for the rest of her life. In fact, my grandmother at age 90 had such a luxurious beard, she was able to front for ZZ Top. Okay, that's my time. Carson, I'm right on time.